Hello and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. It's a new day in the office and it's time to do some work. And last time we noticed there was this really quick looking job. I mean, the Maluchs are a little bit more complicated, but let's give it a go. They take very little time to load up because they're so tiny. Oh, look at its purple sweetness. Oh, that's very cute. Right, so gearbox. 4 issues with the gearbox. I don't even remember where the gearbox is. Is that the gearbox? That big lump there? Accessible from underneath, but we might need to... yeah, we need to remove various bits first, so... accessible from under the car. Alright, how about that? Let's get it on the lifter then. I keep meaning to use the other lifter, because like, it's probably feeling a bit left out, but then lifters don't have feelings, so shut up. Right, so let's take off the wheels. Ooh, 4 bolts for these little tiny wheels. Casters almost more than anything else. I presume you have to take them off to get that off. Oh, literally underneath the car. Okay, I assumed it just went like this, but why would it? That's no different to it being where it was before. Alright, so let's take off the axle. I'm not even sure if I need to take off the wheel, you know. No, I didn't. Well, there you go. You live and you learn. Now there's a starter motor that has to come off. Where's that? There it is. And that might release the gearbox. Oh, that was far too simple, isn't it? What's it attached to that I have to take off now? Don't tell me I have to remove the engine. Oh, something under here. Look. The what is this? I didn't even read that. Physical cover or something? Flywheel cover. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I thought it might be different. This is partly why I didn't want to tack it onto the end of the last video, because I wasn't sure if it would be slightly more complicated, having not dealt with the clutch on one of these before, and they are slightly strange. Well, you know, compared to the other vehicles that are relatively standard, which is good. It's a good thing. There's a flywheel to come off. I don't know. Have we found all the bits yet? I'm not going to take it off. We don't need to. We don't need to. Result in. We don't need to, so we need some Maluch parts. They have their own special thing. Gearbox, and we required, what was it? A clutch plate and a clutch pressure plate. Clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, clutch release bearing, and an actual gearbox, I believe. Yes, an actual gearbox. Okay, and then we plop it all back on. Dead simple. Dead simple. You notice how it looks like this has got 9 bolt holes, but we're only be using 6. I wonder if that's a thing. He says Maluch. Maybe it's looking a bath to me, a little tiny Fiat 500 or something. I have no idea what these little vehicles are like. No idea. No clue. Alright. Oops, wrong button. Brain freeze. And some axle jobs. There you go. Yep. There you go. That's right. Tease them in. Tease them in. Alright, then we need to replace the wheel. There's odd little 4 bolts that disappear into the blurry, murky texture. And then I think... job did. Send it on its way. Alright, so then we've got 30 grand. Now, unless there's a super fast job, super fast, like 1 item, there isn't, I'm going to go to the auction house. I'm going to see if we can buy ourselves a vehicle. I have no idea what's going on with this, so bear with. Alright, here we go. 5 cars left today. Wow, this starts at... oh, 2,000. It was 30 grand. Look at the state of that. Go on, I'll put a bid on that. Don't really want to spend much on it. Stop bidding on it, people. Wow. It's hard to get an idea of how much these cars are meant to be worth. Okay, 11.5 for basically 1 star's worth of car. Nothing better than having a nice black screen to stare at. Oh, there we go. So this only starts at £3 grand, but it's an overall state of 3. I'm presuming it's worth less anyway because it's a horrific looking pile of crap SUV. But go on. See if we can get it for under 10 grand. Nope. Ooh. Almost had it. Stop bidding on it. I'm not paying any more. Nah, bollocks. Next. Okay, an Mayan M6. Oh, this is like a sporty estate car. I think of these as Mercs. I don't particularly want one of these. Well, I'll buy it for under 15 grand. No. Okay, well it fast becomes, rather than price, getting a car if you want it, you just have to buy whatever's coming. So there's 3 more available. I wonder quite what it means by when it says left today. Wow, this was 27 grand starting bid. I'm not sure I should have bid on that, but still, it's been bid on. Well, as much as I'd like it, I don't have enough for that. A GTR with mayo. Oh dear. That's a piece of rubbish car. Still. Well, let's see if we can get this one. I'll go up as high as 15, I guess. Well, God knows why I'd want to. Stop bidding on it, you bastards. Oh! Hey! Hey, I bought a car! How about that, shiz? So what happens now? Do we still wait to see what the next one is? Yes, we do. It's a Royal Crown. Hey, I'd pay about 12 grand for that. Let's be a bit hopeful. Yeah, no, that's that. Alright, let's go. Let's go and see what we bought. Well, we know what we bought. Let's go and look at it. Okay, as I feared, it's probably placed it straight into parking, which requires another 30 seconds of loading. I'm just going to have a look. Yes, I confirm I'd like to spend a minute loading up the parking. Thank you very much. Well, there it is, my Rhino Picciolo. Or a Rhino Piccolo, if you want to make it sound as crap as it looks. Move car to garage. Next car, previous car. Move car to garage. Okay, and then spend another minute loading up the garage again. Alright, and there it is, my Rhino Picciolo. So if I look at the job on it, oh, well, it's very different. Parts condition 37%, 43% body. Car value 8 grand, which is roughly what I paid for it. And here's a list of all its parts. Good grief. Alright, there you go. So I think what I'll start by doing is selling everything in my inventory. Yeah. And I guess what I want to do is strip this down and see how much of it I can repair. I don't know if I can repair bodywork. Probably not. It's the kind of thing that garages can repair as well, which is a bit of a shame. Ooh, do I have any extra experience to buy any more? No. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't worry about the parts. Maybe I should fix up the engine-y bits first. No. No suitable parts to assemble. Alright, so put those back on. Okay, so let's have a look in the hood. In fact, I might as well just put it on the mover. Let's put it on the right lifter. We can always leave it here whilst we're working on other stuffs. Basically, it just needs to be stripped so that we can replace all the parts when we've got enough money, or to, you know, repair them or whatever. So. Wow, the air filter is pretty good. Well, that's one of the best things in the entire car. 16%, wow. Yeah. A lot of it is extraordinary. I mean, most of it's in poor condition. Are you meant to just replace everything, or I don't really know. It's a whole new world, as the song goes. Yeah, these aren't terrible. I guess maybe you go for a certain percentage target point. Like, you might try and go for 100%, but maybe you just try and go for sort of 70%, or, you know, something. Could have done a bunch of tests on this, couldn't I? That's what I need to. It all seems to. You seem to be aware of what all the parts conditions are. Oh, well, maybe not. Whatevs. Whatevs, man. Whatevs. Still. Taking all the bits off. Some of this isn't terrible. What's that? 51%. So camshaft 24, cam gear rather 24 and 54. Yeah. Camshafts are a bit iffy as well. It's to be expected. 8%. Okay. Yeah. So I wonder if after you've worked on it for a while, it tells you how much you've spent. You know, like tells you your initial cost was 8. You've spent this much on repairs. Car value is this much. Ha 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 ha! You've made a horrific loss. What's the battery at? Oh, 62%. That's pretty good actually. Let's leave it in there. Alright, 62%. It might be that. That's where we aim for. 40%. Yeah, that's no good. Alright, take all that off in other bits. And you continue stripping down the engine, really. Whoop. Alright, see how this all looks pretty knackered. Let's get all the extra bits off. $66%, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so what's left to remove off that? Nothing. Oh, no, that's not a thing. So we'd have to go underneath now and take off the oil, pan, and so forth. Might as well put it up in the air. Doesn't like someone's just smeared it with brown. And, you know, much like rich people say, well, there's brown all over this car now. Can I get a new one, please? New brown. Right, come here, you. Someone's come in and reset your position. Strange little reverse breast, isn't it? I don't know. No, that's probably not the thing to say. Oop, where's the oil drain hole? There it is. Yeah, looks good enough. Good, as they say, enough. Whoops. Pressing all the wrong buttons. No. There we go. Wow, it's nice and brown. There wasn't much of it either. Alright, off you go. Alright, so let's take off all of that shiz. Let's take the oil filter whilst we're here. And let's get a bit closer so we can see what we're doing. these crankshaft caps off. Alright, and then quickly pop it down, take out the pistons, and then we can remove basically the whole of the engine. It will be out. And only a couple of these look absolutely awful. 27. 37. Any advance to 37? 63. See, that was alright. 41. And then we put it back in the air. I've got chocolate wheels. All kids love chocolate wheels. And then we can remove the crank... Oh. We need to remove the gearbox first, probably. So, let's take off all the wheels. Which we're probably going to be replacing anyway if we can't fix them. 12% of wheel. Yeah. Take off all this stuff really. Also here. I don't know what of it might be fixable. Brake stuff to come off as well if I want to remove the knuckles. Basically taking everything off. Everything must go. I've never completely stripped down a vehicle, so it's always of some interest. Alright, what's that? Knuckle at 23, that's pretty horrible. Okay, that's all of that done. Do I have to actually take these out before I can get that out? That's kind of irritating. Flipping rubber bushings. Flipping flip. Alright, so once I've taken off this, I might be able to take this whole suspension cross member. Yeah, okay, how much was that? 0%! Awesome. That's the percentage I was looking for. You take it off and you put it down and you turn around to do something else and you turn back around again and it's gone. It's like, oh, where's it gone? And you look at the video surveillance, because obviously you have the high-tech videos, and you notice that as soon as you put it down it's kind of crumbled into dust because there was that little of it left. Yeah, that's right. It's being held together by some sort of belief system. So if we can replace that, that'll be extraordinarily impressive. Okay, can we look up a bit? Nope. There we go. Shock absorber. And spring. Okay, 33% and 67%. Absolutely fine. 67% is like new in this car. Okay, that's all that off. So we can now remove the front sway bar and the steering rack and the drive shaft. Pardon me. And now we can attack the gearbox. Rawr. Which, to be honest, doesn't look terrible. 64% for the release bearing thingamajigum. Pressure plate looks alright, 68%. It's like, has it had a new clutch recently? To just an old everything else. Alright, we take the crankshaft out now. That was at 59%, which is not terrible. Alright, so that's mainly most of the engine gone. So, oh, the other thing we can do under here, of course, is remove the exhaust. Which again isn't absolutely terrible. Fuel tank looks pretty bad. Let's take out the fuel pump. 12%. Fuel tank. 0%. That's another one that disappears as soon as you put it down. Okay. Getting there. So then after this strip down, that'll probably be the end of this video. Next video, I will go through the extraordinarily exciting process of repairing all these parts and then starting to build it back up again, I guess. Yeah. Indeed. fudged. It's the official term. So, all these bits off. Lots of intricate suspension work here. What's causing... oh yeah, there's a... so I'm picking a knot. Oh, I have to take out the bushing, of course. Some of these parts seem to come out with the bushings, and some require them to come out separately. It's not a given in any particular form. Why? That's not attached to anything. Is it still... oh, I see. It's got these little tiny bloody rubber bushings in. There we go. There we go. So let's just take these out on the assumption that we'll have to take them out before we can remove the thing anyway. And go back round to this corner. Get rid of all the brown. Of course, there's nothing actually of substance left in the vehicle. Do you like my new car? It's mainly an open space with a hint of chassis. Yeah. But it'll be so much more in the long run. It won't. It's a Reno Piccolo. Oh dear. Alright. Getting there. Yeah, don't need that. Don't want this. Or that. Or this. Or that. Shock absorber doesn't look too bad. Rear spring 1%. Well, what about the bit it was based on? Was that it? No. 1%. Slightly better than 0. Alright. Sway bar. Stupid thing. And then that. Oh, yes. 13%, that was that. What about your rear muffler? Real muffler, 37%. Alright, there we go. It's just a black lump. And once we take the engine out, it'll just be left with a brown, streaky pile of metal doors. That's all it'll be left. Oh, and a battery. Engine block of 27%. So there we go. So that's right, I'm not going to do it now. The excitement that lurks in the repair table. Look, you know, I've run out of these little fixie things. I just have to replenish those before next time. Good, well in the meantime, let's pop that down. Awesome, thank you very much for watching that excitement of stripping down the thing. Let's look at all the bits we've got now. All these bits. All the bits. Most of them orange or worse. Quite a lot of bits. So, we'll be working on repairing and replacing a lot of those next time. Oof. The best bit about doing that next time is that I don't have to do it now. I'm running away. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.